afternoon. Here is the news at 1. I am Dele Agadumo. General Manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LASCA, Bolaho Oki, has reiterated the state government's zero-tolerance stance on illegal construction of extensions and attachments on shops and buildings in any part of the state. Oki stated this in a multi-agency enforcement and removal exercise carried out to remove extensions and attachments affixed to shops and plazas within the Lagos Island Central business that will ultimately bring about safety and orderliness to the markets and streets in the area. Speaking to newsmen, he noted that those extensions affixed to shops and buildings within the area are constituting nuisance and a hindrance to rescue operations during emergencies. While warning owners of shops and business premises with extensions and attachments to remove them immediately, Oki said the removal exercise is continuous and will be extended to other parts of the state. He frowned at the practice of mounting diesel and petrol generators on rooftops, penthouses and iron staircases of shops and plazas within commercial centers, instructing that such generators should be brought down immediately. The General Manager of Lagos State Infrastructure Asset Management Agency, LASEMA, Adenike Adekombi, says Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration has spearheaded initiatives that prioritize innovation in healthcare infrastructure, which has continued to earn commendations from various stakeholders. Adekombi said this while responding to recent online comments praising maintenance activities at various maternal and child centers, MCCs, across the state. According to her, the endorsement underscored the dedication and effectiveness of LASEMA's partnership with the facility management company entrusted with maintenance duties. General Manager of the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, has called on the public to engage in actions that can create a more supportive environment for those living with lupus to enhance their coping mechanisms and overall well-being. She made the call at the commemoration of World Lupus Day organized by the Nigerian Society of Rheumatologists in collaboration with Lupus Remedies Global Support Foundation. Oyetunde Lawal said living with lupus can be challenging, but having a strong support system can have a huge significance in the lives of patients. While enjoining lupus patients to seek professional guidance, which is extremely important to significantly improve their quality of life, she reiterated the mandate of LASODA to create a Lagos where inclusion and rights are enjoyed by people with special needs. The Nigeria Immigration Service announced the implementation of e-border solutions in Kebbi State following a comprehensive two-day visit by the Service Comptroller General Kemi Nandap to assess the nation's borders firsthand. Speaking at the Kebbi State Governor's Office, Nandap emphasized the service's readiness to continue deploying advanced technology to safeguard Nigeria's borders. She stressed that the e-border solutions will help checkmate trans-border crimes and other related offences. Also, Governor Nasir promised to provide vehicles to enhance operational efficiency, stating that the partnership underscores a shared commitment to promoting national security and sustainable migration governance. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, had called on compliance officers of banks across the country to desist from unauthorized disclosure of EFCC's investigation activities and requests from banks to their customers. Executive Chairman of the Commission, Olanipekun Lukoyede, decried the unhealthy support fraudsters received from the banking sector in Nigeria, saying that it is jeopardizing the investigation exercise of financial crimes and delays corruption cases from being filed before the law court. Olukoyede, who was represented by the acting zonal director of the Ibadan Zonal Command of the agency, Hawa Ringim, made this call during a stakeholders meeting with compliance officers of banks in Oyo State. He also urged them to always respond to letters received from the Commission with certified true copies, including instruments of transactions of beneficiaries or sources. The UCC boss said illegal dealings and trading in Naira with the point-of-sale operators must stop. Now to foreign news. At least 14 people, including several children, have been killed and many others missing after flash floods and cold lava flow from volcano hit western Indonesia. A Basarnas Search and Rescue Agency said the disaster hit Agam and Tanah Datar districts in the West Sumatra province after hours of heavy rain, triggering a flash flood and a cold lava flow from Mount Marapai. Head of the local rescue agency, Abdul Malik, said 9 bodies were identified, including those of a 3-year-old and an 8-year-old. Malik, who said the authorities have dispatched a team of rescuers and rubber boats to look for the missing victims and to transport people to shelters, added that the local government has set up evacuation centers and emergency posts in several spots in the 2 districts. In our sport, world record holder Toby Amusha has run a blistering 12.40 seconds to win the first Jamaica Athletics Invitational in Kingston ahead of Jamaican and world champion Danielle Williams. Amusha, who is the fastest woman in the women's 100-meter hurdles this year, was behind reigning world champion Williams and America's Nia Ali, who surged ahead in the closing stages, beating the previous world leading time set by Tonya Marshall of the United States of America on April 20. Williams finished second in 12.46 seconds, with Christina Clemens of the USA taking third place in 12.54 seconds. That ends our news at 1. Just before we go, please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us on Lagos Lavera social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 door furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact in the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashiri. I am Dele Agadumo. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.
Socially responsible for our actions, responsible for things that we do, the kind of actions that we're taking, our reactions as well. If you're doing something outside on the road, what if it was your road? What if it belonged to you? If you're doing something that affects somebody else, what if it were you that they were doing it to? Because if you're thinking like you're the only person that life affects, you're not going to make the right decision.